Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So Mother's Day is coming up and I figured it would be a cute and fun idea for me and Shelby to ask my mom some questions just about how much fun it's been being our mom. She's a very blessed mom. This is my mom. So let's get started. Okay, when you found out that you were pregnant, did you want a boy or a girl? Be honest.
I wanted a girl.
Mm-hmm.
I think your dad wanted a boy.
You wanted one girl.
Right. One
So
girl.
how did you find out that we were not just one?
We went to get the ultrasound to tell me if you were a boy or a girl. And we brought the whole entire family, everyone. And my grandparents, your grandparents, everybody was in the room, and the radiologist was not happy about that because it was a very small room and she thought we had too many people in there, so she wasn't happy. So when she turned off the lights and then put the little sensor on my belly, she was like, well, I guess it's a good thing you brought all these people because you're having twins. And everybody was like, oh my god, it's twins. And the room erupted and everybody was so excited. And my doctor peeks his head in the door and goes, must be a boy.
So how many months pregnant were you when you found out that we
Almost
were twins?
six months pregnant. And I had your brother's old crib and his old high chair, so we only have one of everything. And we were very surprised.
Wow.
And your dad's first question after she told us it was twins was, are they Siamese?
This one's gonna be a two-part question. What was one of the nicest things each of us told you when we were kids, and what was one of the meanest things we said when we were kids?
Well, I can immediately think of one of the meanest. One time you told me, Mommy, you're not that fat. And I'm trying to think of a nice one. There's been so few. You always told me how much you loved me and that I was the best mommy in the world. Y'all both tell me that all the time. And you still tell me that.
Oh yeah, all the time.
She is the best mom, and she's got the best daughters. All right, be honest.
Okay.
While figuring out how to mom, did you ever make an embarrassing mistake that you never told anybody about? We won't judge you. Like, did you ever drop us or?
No, but one time I did accidentally cut the little tip of your finger off with the with the nail clippers.
Which one?
I think it was you. I was trying to trim your nails and I clipped like a giant piece of skin and you were hysterically screaming and I'm like, oh, bloody. Oh yes, really bloody, and I like wrapped it up with a Band-Aid and I cried.
Oh God. What is a quality that I inherited from you, whether it's good or bad, and what's a quality Sydney inherited from you, good or bad?
You both got my overwhelming anxiety.
Thanks, Mom.
And as far as good qualities, I think you're both very generous and loving, compassionate, and kind.
And you think all of that about yourself too.
Those are just things that I tried to teach you, and I think you are just naturally that way as
Yeah.
well. You're both very compassionate.
Anything else?
As far as negative stuff, no, I mean I am very biased, so
Yeah.
it's going to be hard for me to say negative things about y'all.
Aw, so sweet. When I was little and when Shelby was little, what did you think we would be when we grew up?
Honestly, I never thought that Shelby would be a nurse until a little later on, but I always knew you were going to be a teacher.
Really?
Always. I
Aw.
thought Shelby was going to do something with special needs kids because she always kind of just had a heart for those kids, and she was very, very compassionate with those kids, and I thought that she was going to do something with special ed kids. But I knew you were going to be a teacher.
Why?
You were always bossy.
What makes Sydney and I different from each other? Like the biggest thing?
Sydney is type A to the max. She is organized, but you are too, so that's kind of hard. But Sydney is more, you know, it's hard. You don't want to say bossy because you're bossy in a good way. If somebody needs something organized, you're
Like
the one
a
to do
leader.
it.
Like a leader.
Right, you're
That's
a
a
leader.
nice way to say
And I think Shelby,
Informal leader. You make
Shelby's a
yourself
little
leader.
more shy and reserved and not as outgoing, and you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Which one do you think is more like you in that?
It's weird because y'all both have some of my traits, and then you both have some of your dad's traits. I'm sure every parent thinks that, but you know, I see certain things about Shelby. She's a little more impulsive, which is the way I was when I was young. Not so much anymore.
Working on it.
Age has led me to be way less impulsive, but you're not as impulsive
Right.
as Shelby is.
Who do you think is more like you, and who do you think is more like Dad?
I think Sydney is probably more like me, and you're more like your dad.
Yeah.
Which age of ours did you hate the most, and which age did you love the most? Like, which one was most fun, and which one was most difficult and annoying?
It's in stages, because when you were really, really young babies, that was a hard time, you know, for me, because I was usually alone and it was overwhelming, and y'all cried a lot and, you know, needed a lot of attention, so that was hard. It got so much better as you got older, 3, 4, 5, 6, that was all fun. Middle school was by far the worst age for y'all.
Yeah.
And then, you know, and then now, of course, is the best, because
What about high school?
high school was okay. It wasn't too bad. Y'all were pretty good. Y'all were good kids.
Sydney was a pretty good kid.
You were a good kid too.
All right, well, my camera died, so now we're back. What is my worst habit, and then what's Shelby's worst habit?
Shelby's worst habit is not cleaning up at all.
I clean up sometimes.
Sometimes.
And-
Keyword, sometimes.
I've been making my bed every day lately.
Good job. And yours would probably be wanting everything done immediately. Like
That's-
right when you
John
say.
would say the same thing.
Devin would say the same thing about me, though.
But the thing is, like, if I ask for stuff, like, if I want something to be done, it's because, like, I'm waiting until the last minute to ask about it, and if you're not going to get up and do it right then I'll just do it myself. And I
Right.
guess that comes off, like, rude to people.
Yeah.
Or controlling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway. Why are you happy with the way that we have turned out? What makes you proudest?
What makes me proudest is that you both are 100% committed to serving God. That's first and foremost. You've been so dedicated in school and putting school first, and I just couldn't possibly be any more proud of y'all. You have completely just outdone all my expectations for you, both of you. But very good in school and respectful and kind people, and
Well,
I'm
that's
super proud
because
of
we
you.
have a great mom.
Aww. We learn from the best. Okay, and then what is the best part about being our mom?
Everything. I mean, y'all just constantly always made me proud. You were always smart and gifted and honors, and you know, it was fun going around and having everybody always like, oh, it's twins. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it was a little annoying because they'd ask me the same question.
You used to say you were going to get it tattooed on your forehead.
Yeah.
Yes, they're twins.
And I was gonna get a t-shirt made. Yes, they're twins. Yes, they're identical. Yes, they're both mine.
That's funny. How would that even work for us to not be both yours?
I don't know. People would say crazy things. You know, the number one comment was always double trouble, and I would say double blessings.
Aww, sweet.
A couple of people actually told me one time I would kill myself if I had twins.
Hashtag things you don't tell a mother.
What's the worst part about being our mom? Or being a twin mom? The question was, what's the best? What's the worst?
I mean, the only thing I could ever say was bad was that it was just hard because I was alone a lot, and I was young, and I was not, you know, prepared, I think, in any way for having 2 kids at once. And when you got kids crying and you got to feed them and you got to change them and, you know, try to get y'all to sleep. That's why I almost burned the house down.
Yeah.
I was a little overwhelmed, but it got much easier as you got older. Potty training was the worst.
Well, apparently we weren't that great because you never had any more kids after us.
Nope, I was done. One and done.
Well, 2 and done.
So now we're gonna kind of like switch gears, and me and Shelby are gonna answer some questions about our mom. So, what is something that mom always says?
If we ever do or say anything like even like slightly
I know what
like
you're
my
gonna
mom
say.
did something wrong, she'll say, "Oh, I'm the worst mom ever." I'm the worst mom ever.
I never do anything right. That's what she said. I'm just kidding.
I'm the worst mom.
What is something that makes mom happy? Puzzles.
Puzzles.
She loves to do puzzles.
I mean, I think being with like family makes you happy, like immediate family when we're not fighting.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's another thing she says all the time. Like if we have a family event planned, she'll just be like, "We're not gonna do it if you're gonna fight."
No fighting.
Yeah. Or every time before a family vacation, she'll like meet with us. Like we'll have a little powwow. Even still, our last trip last year, like we were about to pull off and leave, and she's like, "Girls, come here." And so we're standing in the foyer, and she's like,
There will be no fighting on this trip.
Do you
I still have to
understand me?
say that. 22 years old, I still have to say that. That should have been on your worst quality. I should have said that. The fight.
We paid a lot for this vacation. There will be no
Yes.
fighting on this trip. Do you understand me?
"This is a vacation. We are here to relax, not fight." That's what she
It's
said.
bickering. It's like an old married couple. Y'all bicker, bicker, bicker.
Anyway, so I mean, I don't know how we got on talking about fighting when we're talking about things that makes mom happy. But so yeah, being with family makes her happy. She loves the beach. The beach makes her happy. Not having work.
Yeah.
So what makes mom sad?
I think she gets sad thinking about Sydney moving away and me. Sydney got married when we were 19. Now we're almost 22 and I'm about to be married. I think that makes her sad thinking about
Aw.
being an empty nester.
Are you about to cry?
I guess I'm
Don't
gonna have to
cry.
get a lot more puzzles.
Ooh, good thing Mother's Day is coming up. What makes you proud of mom?
I think she's extremely hardworking.
That's what I was gonna say.
I feel like you really put your all in everything that you do.
Like she said a few times, she was alone a lot raising us. So like we have a dad and he was around. They're not married anymore, but he worked out of town, so he'd be out of the country a lot. So she really did raise us a lot by herself. And I'm sure that's a really difficult thing to do when you have two babies who are
sure
the
it's
same
hard
age.
with just one baby, but then to have to do it with two babies.
Yeah.
You only have two hands.
It was my pleasure.
Aw.
We were a team. Jenny and the Jets.
Aw. What is mom really good at and what's she not good at?
Really good at puzzles.
She's really good at singing.
Yes.
She doesn't like to admit that anymore, but
One thing Sydney and I were talking about the other day, I don't know if this is just something that we think, but like, she's great at answering questions. So we'll have like the most outlandish questions and she has all the answers somehow.
yeah, like, you know, it's just your mom. So like, you think your mom knows
Knows it all.
everything. So like, we'll ask her crazy things, like just some crazy question about like something that she'd have no idea about. But like, she really does have all the answers. And if she doesn't, she'll Google it. All right, what is she not very good at? I don't know. I
don't
feel
know,
like she's
I
really
know.
good at.
Y'all are just trying to be nice for
What do
that.
you think you're not good at?
Everything.
Whatever.
I'm not very good at social situations anymore.
Sure. Not good at making friends.
Nope. Nope, don't have a lot of friends.
Not
She's
good at
got
being
us,
nice
though.
to people.
Aw, yes. That's hurtful. She is. She's nice to us. Last question. If you could give mom anything, what would it be?
I don't know. That's
Beach house.
a beach house. A ton of money
Oh, yeah.
to pay her
Just a
back
beach
for
house.
all the money she's ever given me.
Yeah.
Anything that would make her happy.
Yeah.
Aw.
Everything she deserves.
Yes.
Can I, like, buy her a planet? Like,
I don't need anything. What do I tell y'all every time you ask me what I want? I don't want anything. I just want y'all.
wants us to get along. That's what she
That's
said.
it.
I just
Yep.
want y'all to get along. Well, the dang camera died again. So, anyway, thanks for watching. We hope you guys enjoyed this. All in all, we have the best mom we could ever ask for. Guarantee none of you have a mom as good as we do. So,
Happy Mother's Day.
yeah, we love you. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, guys. Hope it's a good one. Shout out to all the moms. See you next time.